Puedes ver este vídeo con subtítulos en cualquier idioma. Activa los subtítulos y luego selecciona la traducción automática a tu idioma.
You can watch this video with subtitles in any language. Activate the available captions and then choose Auto Translation for your language. It is predicted that U.S. Vice President Kamala Harris will die in a plane crash due to a bird strike in St. Louis on December 31st, 2022. The new Harrison Ford Indiana Jones 5 trailer was released on December 1st. 5 times 5 days, and then another 5 days after the release of the Indiana Jones 5 trailer is the predicted date that Kamala Harris will die in a plane crash. The name Harrison in Harrison Ford hints at Harris in Kamala Harris. The date that this video is posted proves that this is a prediction that is being made ahead of time. This timestamped email, as well as this Forensic Notes PDF document, also prove that this prediction is being made ahead of time. If you are skeptical for some reason, please email me and I will forward these to you. Kamala Harris will die in a plane crash in St. Louis 5 days after the relevant prophetic sign that occurred on December 26th, which in turn was 5 times 5 days after the release of the new Harrison Ford Indiana Jones 5 trailer. The I-55 highway connects the city of Chicago, the hometown of the Antichrist, to St. Louis, where it is predicted that Kamala Harris will die in a plane crash, and the I-55 highway connects to the area of the country that is nicknamed Little Egypt, over which the path of totality of the 2017 Great American Eclipse peaked. In the Bible, Pharaoh, the king of Egypt, is symbolism for the Antichrist. And in another chapter of the Bible, the Antichrist is described. And this chapter begins with, "Woe to those who go down to Egypt." As a U.S. Senator, the Antichrist went down to Cairo, Illinois, in an area of the country that is nicknamed Little Egypt, to deliver a speech. And right after becoming the president, he went down to Cairo, Egypt, to deliver his famous Cairo, Egypt speech in order to tell the Muslim world that America is no longer a Christian nation. At the time, the media said that he was the new King Tut of the world, and the famous Egyptologist compared his appearance to King Tut. In the first Raiders of the Lost Ark movie, Indiana Jones went down to Egypt. Harrison Ford is known for his many acting roles as a pilot. He is also known for his aviation hobby. He narrated the IMAX movie Age of Airplanes and is a spokesman for the aviation community. Harrison Ford is also known for his many aviation mishaps. For example, in 1999, he crashed a helicopter he was flying, and in 2015, he crashed his vintage World War II plane onto a golf course in California. The name Harrison Ford is the name of 2 former presidents, President Benjamin Harrison and President Gerald Ford. President Cleveland was the only president to serve non-consecutive terms. President Cleveland was the 22nd president and the 24th president. He skipped the 23rd presidency of President Harrison. This is because this hints at how Barack Obama, the basketball president that wore jersey number 23 in high school, will also serve non-consecutive terms after the death of Vice President Kamala Harris in a plane crash. President Ford was the only president to never have been elected vice president or president. He was appointed the vice president, and then he was appointed the president after Nixon's resignation through the use of the 25th Amendment. This is how Barack Obama will overcome the 22nd Amendment's restriction of someone being elected to the White House more than twice. Obama will be appointed instead using the 25th Amendment. The use of the 25th Amendment for the basketball president who wore jersey number 23 is why 25 people were killed in the tornado in Nashville, Tennessee, on the same day that a huge fireball flew at low altitude right over the Capitol building, where the 25th Amendment will be used to make Barack Obama the president again, exactly 23 weeks before Kamala Harris was named Biden's vice president running mate on August 11, 2020. Nashville, Tennessee was the only major city to be wholly within the path of totality of the Great American Eclipse, which also happened to peak over Nashville at 1:17 p.m. 1:17 p.m. hints at the 117th Congress, during which it is predicted that Kamala Harris will die in a plane crash and then be replaced through the 25th Amendment with Michelle Obama, who will then later at some point replace herself with Barack Obama. The 25th Amendment is also being hinted at with this 5 times 5 days, which is 25 days, connection between the release of the new Indiana Jones 5 trailer and the date it is predicted that Kamala Harris will die in a plane crash. The coming controversy over the 22nd Amendment is why President Cleveland was the 22nd president. It will be claimed that Obama will only be the president until 2024, and this is why President Cleveland was also the 24th president. Another reason why President Cleveland was the 24th president is because in 2024, Barack Obama will be on the Temple Mount in Jerusalem as the ruler of a world government body that has made Jerusalem an international city. He will then be defeated by Lord Jesus Christ at his second coming in October of 2024. This defeat of the Antichrist by the Messiah on the Temple Mount is described in the 31st chapter of the book of Isaiah, the chapter that begins with "Woe to those who go down to Egypt," and this 5 times 5 days, 25 days, from the release of the new Harrison Ford Indiana Jones 5 trailer to the predicted date that Kamala Harris will die in a plane crash, also hints at the number 25,000, a number mentioned 14 times in Bible prophecy as the main dimensional number of the rebuilt temple on the Temple Mount. In the opening scene of the Indiana Jones movie Temple of Doom, Harrison Ford flies a plane and then jumps out of it before it crashes. This takes place in India because Kamala Harris is of Indian descent and she will die in a plane crash. This is also why the name Indiana Jones. Indiana hints at Harris, who is of Indian descent. This Indiana Jones movie is titled Temple of Doom because this hints at Barack Obama's rule over the Temple Mount. Simultaneous with the release of the new Indiana Jones movie trailer, it was released the new title of the movie. The new Indiana Jones 5 movie is titled Dial of Destiny because 5 times 5 days and then 5 days after the release of this Indiana Jones 5 trailer and the release of this title is the predicted date that Kamala Harris will die in a plane crash. Harris will die because it is Barack Obama's destiny to replace her and become the president again. Make sure that you watch all of my other videos, and please share this video and help it to go viral.